Shalom Shabbat. Good news. This is why you never mess with your Heavenly Father, and you never mess with the woman of Yahweh. Yeah, bring it on. As I said, by the blood of Yeshua HaMashiach, the demons will run scared. And in actual fact, this individual who is still sending me text messages, can you send me some more, please? Because I need more evidence. The more, the better. She could be facing, Helen Janes, she could be facing criminal prosecution. So, yeah, agent of the darkness, attacking me, targeting me, because some crazy woman that I don't even know, because I basically spoke up for a victim of satanic ritual abuse. So there we go. And as for calling me racist, guess what? I know, because I've recorded my the call, and I'm not going to play it because I'm keeping that private. It was a foreign lady who answered, and it's the foreign ones that are helpful. It's the English idiots, call handers. I was telling this lovely lady all of this. I said, as soon as I heard your foreign accent, I thought she's going to be more helpful than these English ones, because I said, the foreign ones who took me down from Beachy Head a few weeks ago, one of them was almost crying for me. Well, actually, they both were. They were very nice and gentle. I said, prior to that, the Three Stooges, PC Soper, PC Broadway, and PC Austin, the thug who's injured me, because that's what Home Office trained them to do in my partner's flat, I said, they assaulted me during a welfare check on Beachy Head and then slandered me in the paper saying that I beat them on our world famous suicide spot. I said, the UK police are a joke. They are a national disgrace. So, but she's taken it seriously, because she's been, not that it's actually bothering me, because, you have to expect that. You have to expect the worst, obviously. But I said, she could go on to attack someone else who's been suicidal, who might actually take their own life. So this coward is targeting me. She's even going on about my Facebook photos. I'll read out the last text messages she sent, because I need them for my evidence. So this is someone who hasn't got a life, who's claiming she's got to protect her daughter. This is a grown adult, seriously demented adult, who's just attacked me, spleaned my number. I don't know if she got it from these nutcases from the police abusing powers community. Must have been. I can't imagine Andy Devine and, well, they're all as crazy as each other, though. The only people who had my number were, and John Wedger doesn't even know me. I was to him, I was just some funny person finding his number and saying, you're amazing, you are. And that was a few years ago. But the only people who had my mobile number, because John Wedger interviewed Jeanette Archer. So there's only about 5 people who had my mobile number. John Wedger, Andy Devine, Dan from Police Abusing Powers, and Tina Chafe, who I've just called out and reported to trading standards and get that investigated. And Ian Broadhurst, whom Dan from Police Abusing Powers got me, and he didn't turn out to be very nice, did you? So must have been my number must have been circulated through Ian Broadhurst or something, because unless Andy Devine does this sort of thing, who knows? But she said to keep the text messages, because she's just non-stop, this crazy person. I don't know who she is, but these were the last 2 text messages. Have you ever asked yourself why all these bad incidents keep happening to you over and over again, Bryony, that you blame other people so quickly for, rather than taking on the undeniable fact that these things happen to you as a direct consequence of your ungrateful and truly selfish treatment of others? It's time you took responsibility for your actions. It's called being an adult, Bryony, not someone prancing about in dominatrix outfits with 80s haircuts. Which is why I'm still doing that after the 6 years of corruption that I've been put through. I even blocked this nutcase on Facebook. I thought, who is she? Because the lady who took my call, I won't say her name, but this lovely lady, foreign lady, I said to her, I could just have a heart attack. I'm so astounded that someone from Sussex Police wants to help me. And I said, it's ironic that this nutcase has called me racist, because I said it's the foreign police officers that are the most helpful. I thought a bit strange saying that, but she was grateful. And she was the one who offered to take it forward, because they're supposed to have done this. So it will be going to Surrey Police. And I won't say any more than that. But you could be facing a criminal prosecution. So keep sending me text messages, Helen. The fact that you can do this to a very strong woman, a survivor, and to Jeanette Archer, whom I've never even spoken to, or had, just because I made a live stream saying what a brave woman, she's exposing satanic ritual abuse, she's gone out onto the street, and I'm going to be doing the same. I'm going to be going out onto the street. And because I mentioned Stuart Goddard earlier, aka Adamant, who was a victim of the Tavistock Institute, like Jeanette Archer, because she was tortured there. We're talking about MK Ultra here. She's gone and sent me a text message. You should be spending time with your daughter. If you're so scared that I put your number up here and I'm putting your life in danger and I don't know who you are, you should be spending time with your daughter. I bet your mother and grandmother will be proud of you. It's time to stand and deliver, Bryony. The devil take your stereo and your record collection. I won't take that talk from no one. Inside it, it makes you ill. I won't take that talk from no one. Inside it makes you ill. She's going through all the Adamant songs. That's a lyric for anyone who doesn't know. That's a lyric from an Adamant song. I won't take that talk from no one. Inside it makes you ill. She's obsessed with me. she must be the one who trolled me and took the photograph of me when I was asked to wear one of his support bands. Got me to put a jacket on and pose. Got to stop treating people like they have no meaning. That's another Adam Ant lyric for anyone who doesn't know. Ant music, whatever. Well, I'm sure there'll be more text messages coming through, and I've got to keep them for my record. But because if more evidence I have against you, but she was the one who said to me, would you like to press this forward and look to have her criminally prosecuted? So there we go. I just got to pray that every time someone answers the phone, they've got a foreign accent, because I said all the others are obnoxious English idiots. So the fact that this Helen Janes that I am reporting has called me racist, and I said to this lady, I said, you've been so helpful, and I don't mean to butter you up, but she said, oh, thank you. But as I said, yeah, the last two that took me down from Beachy Head were practically crying for me. But then I was put through 24 hours of non-stop torture down at A&E, and yeah, I was told if I left the hospital that they would call the police to bring me back, and at the same time they were bullying me off the premises with security because they're all crazy order followers. They're too doped up on MK Ultra basically. But Helen Janes will need your prayers, because obviously she's got demons, and no, I'm not mocking her, she has. I'm getting rid of my demons, so Helen, if you're watching, you know, bring it on. Let's get those demons out, because you need to be prosecuted. You could push a vulnerable person to suicide, and we can't have that. Jeanette and I are survivors. Sorry, I know I shouldn't speak in such a familiar way about Jeanette Archer, but she is a survivor. I can safely say that. And well, so is Stuart Goddard, because he wrote to me when Stuart Goddard wrote to me as an MK Ultra victim, because I've got the letter in my clutter in my illness. He wrote in the letter to me in 2003. He referred to his demons of mental illness, and his band had T-shirts in a church saying, "I heart Satan." Yes, and by the blood of Yeshua HaMashiach, we shall rebuke all evil. So it speaks for itself, whether you believe in it or not. It's called a spade a spade. Anyway, there we go. So you should be looking for, keep harassing me, keep sending me text messages, keep ringing me, and we'll get you prosecuted, and we'll get rid of those nasty demons. But let's just pray for Helen Janes and anyone else who's an agent of the darkness. I was telling this nice call handler, I was saying how the Professional Standards Department had sent me a letter apologising for terminating my calls throughout all the corruption and all the hell that they put me through, and slandering me and blah, 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 beating me. And but I said, still to this day, they're terminating my calls, because they only did it, when was it? Last night or the night before last, when I recorded, just look back a few live streams about 3 call handlers terminating my calls, which is a crime, because they'd already apologised to me in writing for doing that, when that vile creature, I know you shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but that vile creature, who was completely demon-possessed, came into the property at Elms Avenue from the traveller community. She's since taken her life, but she was upsetting everyone. She'd come in covered in blood. Because she was that drunk, she'd get hit by a car, and the police had had enough of her. And she was stealing people's food and cooking, and I said, I lost it. So she started on it. I thought she might go for me. There was CCTV in the kitchen. I went to the managers of the property, who were walking away from me, big men. This is what I mean. Yeah, they would have a go at people for having a celebratory can of beer for leaving that hellhole. Yet during the daytime, this nutter was so drunk, she'd come in covered in blood, because she'd walk into the street and get hit by a car, and the police didn't want to know. So this is what you're up against, folks. You've got to fight evil. You can't let it take over. So bring it on, Helen. Keep sending the evil text messages. Keep sending them. I'm laughing, and I'm making her demons angry, and I rebuke them in the name of Abba Yahweh. So hopefully we'll get a criminal prosecution, because I'm expecting to hear from Surrey Police. Yes, Surrey is where my mother and my partner were born, and it's also apparently where the farm was. And I can't bring myself to say it because of this cognitive dissonance, but where this satanic ritual abuse survivor said she was tortured, and the stuff of horror films happened. And I can't say anymore because I can't bring myself to say it. But it involved children, and it's taken her a lifetime to. Now, as I said, I have to be careful what I say, obviously, because I don't know Jeanette Archer. But when someone does something like this, attack someone for saying something positive about someone else they don't know, it says a lot about them, and it just gives that other person more credibility. Anyway, there we go. That's it. That's me done. So there we go. I will say this though, when I've listened to Jeanette Archer in the past, she's saying exactly the things I'm saying. That she went into all of this with naivety, thinking like me that the British public would support her, and she's just like me. All these nutcases have come out of nowhere, but they're not. And Darren would say the same thing. They're not just nutcases. They are. Well, he doesn't use the word demon. I use the word demon. They're demon possessed. Well, that's what that targeted individual. Let's just say, I'm not going to say her name. She's got 2 different names. A woman who knows about the Freemasons, who's a heavily targeted individual. At that property, I had to have the laptop on my head because I couldn't hear her. That's how heavily targeted she was, and the thing kept cutting out. Heavily targeted. I looked her up, and I saw photographs of her from the 1980s. Church of Latter-day Saints, which is the Mormons, and the Mormons are heavily MK Ultra, Masonic, satanic. So there we go. Do not mess with the powers of the good. The power of you will be saved. The blood of Yeshua HaMashiach will save you. Put the blood on every doorway where there could be a portal, window, door. Bless it with pure olive oil. Get it pure blessed. And rebuke it all and hedge of protection. So anyway, there we go. So if she's saying keep sending me text messages or keeps ringing, that will just go against her and build up a case against her.
Apologies again. Sorry, I'm going to bring everyone else back on again, but I've just had an entire team come around because somebody was notified about something. They've just done the whole fucking rigmarole again. Everyone's just gone through. Why is everyone on the walls and whatnot? And they've left me in peace because they just don't want to touch it because they're like, this happens every time. So whoever's just fucking got people to come around again, you fucking morons, they leave every single time just going, okay, we're not touching this shit. We're not touching this shit. So whoever's just done that thinking that it was going to crack on, it doesn't do anything.
Kathleen, get your welfare check.
Oh, well, yeah, Helen Janes said it in the chat. Yeah, do you want her full address, Hugs? Seriously, whoever's after this woman, do you want her full address? No problem.
Yeah, if you can,
yeah, no problem. No problem.
It would be hers. You've,
no problem. It is her.
Literally committed it. You've wasted and their time, and it's all on record.
She keeps doing it. She keeps doing it.
Yeah, so all recorded again. They want to know who you are. And yet again, I've not given over the names of who you are. They've been into my property again, checked out everything around me again, based on your shit.
Why haven't you given out names if you're so adamant that you're right, Kaylee? How come I didn't give names to you?
Mrs. Helen Monroe.
There's a million of you, you dumb fuck. There's like a million of you, so I would sound crazy. I would sound crazy if I was starting to beg people to help me. I'm not crazy. I literally tell them I'm fine, mate. Look at my I will happily do it as many fucking times as it takes, you fucking dumb cunts. Before I beg anyone for help, I will tell them I've got a fucking situation with these nonces. If you want to have a look, have a look. I'm not asking for help. They've just walked out happily knowing I'm okay. Helen, you dumb fuck.
Did you send the police, or did you send the police or the ambulance? Because she's wasting their time.
Ambulance. The ambulance.
Yes, the police won't do a welfare check anymore. It'll be the ambulance. She's sending the ambulance around to people's homes.
Three of them just came in for 20 minutes and wasted time on people that might be dying, right? You dumb cunts. Please,
wow. Look at Helen, wasting police time again, let alone she lied to the police, let alone is she a criminal herself. She sits there and wastes ambulance's time while she sits at her daddy's house.
Three of them. She's three of them have their head around and shit. I don't wish my bollocks on anyone. 3 fucking ambulance people, half my age, that could be saving fucking lives. You degenerate cunt, Helen. You've just sent round to waste their fucking time, going, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? You sick cunt. You sick cunt. Thank you, Katie. Thank you.
House situated in this quiet cul-de-sac location within walking distance of local schools, Helen. You're a risk to yourself and children and anybody else. Keep it going.
And then, Katie, because you would have missed like me. Shut up.
Holding the benefits, are you, Helen? Sitting there renting from your house.
You missed a load from Katie. I think, Katie, it'd be worth even if you've got it in you just to, it'd probably be good for you to get it off anyway, just to get it off your chest. Because if you just cover everything that you just did about Adam a minute ago and just hear him cower, I think Katie missed that. She can listen back, of course, but if you feel like, bothering to do it again, it would be, I think you could probably cover everything you just did without Adam.
He can't answer the questions because they're actual questions. All he can do is throw out insinuations, accusations, and lies. I did put a genuine question. Why did you fabricate
And the other thing, Helen Janes, Imogen Stevens, Remy Thomas. Oh, I could go on, but why are you using names of children that went missing? Remy Thomas, missing child. You're using missing children. Do you know that they're not coming back? Do you know anything on these children? I wonder.
There's a name that echoes through the digital streets. Helen with her keyboard where the darkness meets. She's part of a crew, they're the trolls you despise, turning truths into lies with a flicker in their eyes. Night after night, she's crafting her deceit, typing out the stories that make you skip a beat. Lurking in the shadows, she's a phantom of the feed. With every single post she plants a twisted seed. Helen's echo through the net was strong. We dance to the rhythm of her distorted song. Every click and light adds to the spell. Caught in the well, where falsehoods dwell. attention no one can resist. Helen whispers softly in the crowd so loud, lost in the maze of a faceless crowd. She laughs in silence as we beg for truth, falling down a rabbit hole without any proof. In virtual reality she's queen of the night, we're just players in her endless fight. Helen's echo through the net was strong. We danced to the rhythm of her distorted song. Every click and light adds to the spell, caught in the web where falsers dwell. Helen's echo through the net was strong. We danced to the rhythm of her distorted song. Every click and light adds to the spell, caught in the web where falsers dwell.